welcome to Sunday Night Satsang with myself, John Homewood, and
Michelle McKinnon. Hi, everyone.
hello to this very special Satsang. We had a brand new moon this morning,
Yep.
but it's still moon today, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's still very new mooning.
Yeah, and it's quite a powerful new moon. So good evening, hello to you. Wherever you're watching from, talking about that. If you'd like to just type up in the comment section where you are watching from, because we like to know that we're speaking to a few human beings here. So just tell us who you are and where you're watching from. And if you have any questions or comments while we are speaking, please type them up. We don't always get to them during the satsang. Sometimes we do see them.
Sometimes we do.
But we definitely get to them after as well. Okay, so welcome to tonight's satsang. And this is an important part of the week in that we focus our energies, center ourselves for the week ahead. And with today being a new moon, it's a very special satsang. And we are now setting the intentions for the time ahead. Not only, I believe, for the next couple of weeks, but also possibly for a much longer period. So to stick with us tonight, and we're going to be talking a bit about that. So welcome. Let us know if you can hear us okay, that you can see us and hear us. So we always start our satsang and we finish it the same way with a meditation. And I start the satsang with a centering meditation, and Michelle finishes with one of her beautiful visualization meditations. So just stick around till the end. And we always give you an affirmation card. We have a whole pack of various affirmation cards here, and Michelle will choose one.
I will do.
And we get you one for the week ahead. It's an affirmation to guide us, to focus us for the couple of weeks ahead. So stick around till the end. So, and if you find what we have to share insightful, valuable, if you can just share it as well. And if you're watching on YouTube, if you can just click the subscribe button, that helps get it out there, and the like and the share button. Okay, are we ready?
I think so. We got some people.
Hello, Emma.
I'm Nishek and Emma. Audio and video. Thank you very much.
Okay, good. All right. So just settle back. It's a wonderful time of the weekend just to find truth, find centeredness, find peace, find being. So you might like to gently close your eyes. Just we always have a candle which we light here. The camera doesn't pick it up properly, but there's our candle. And it's a wonderful time just to spend a bit of our awareness in the sacred essence of being. So gently close your eyes. Settle back into the chair or the bed that you're sitting or lying on. Just become aware of life in this moment. Many people think that they have a life, and the life that they think they have is a story. But I'm not talking about that life. I'm talking about the life that you are. The life that is animating your physical form right now. You just step back from the mind. You might like to see it as stepping from the mind back into the heart. And just become centered in alignment with life in this moment. Life is only ever here and only ever now. So we withdraw our mind from all other times and all other places and become focused on the present moment. Using the body as a vehicle into presence because the body is present. It's only the mind that travels in time. The body is here now with us. So let's start by focusing on the breath. I'm sure a lot of you do breathing exercises. This is not a breathing exercise as an exercise. This is just using the breath to help us focus our awareness in the present moment. So first of all, we just become aware of the breath. We become aware that the body is breathing us, that life is breathing us. And we become aware of the gentle flow of air in and out of the body, centering our attention on the tip of the nose, and just becoming aware of the slight change in temperature between the in-breath and the out-breath, and the slight pause between. The breath is very sacred. It connects us directly to life. It's called the breath of life. And while we can control the breath, most of our lives, we're not doing the breathing, life is breathing us. So for a moment, just settle your awareness on the breath and giving thanks for this incredible intelligence that is breathing you. Whether you're awake or asleep, there is the breath. Whether you're focused on the external world or the internal world, there's the breath. It's always here. It's not so much a thingness. It hasn't got the solid form of so much that occupies our awareness. So the breath is a very powerful portal into the transcendent dimension. Just the rhythmic, gentle flow of the breath, in and out. Now let's use our conscious intention to take a very deep breath into our solar plexus. Deep, deep breath in. And a beautiful, long, soft breath out, just releasing all that no longer serves you in this moment. Just release it, let it go. Take a second, very deep breath in, and as you breathe in, blow your tummy up like a big ball, so you're breathing into the low diaphragm. More, more, more. And then that lovely long sigh out. And as you sigh out, just relax your shoulders and your neck muscles. Release. Take a third, very deep breath in. Softly and deeply, right down to your toes this time, drawing the air deeply into the body. Big, big in-breath, and then that lovely long, smooth, soft out-breath. Just letting go of the need to control anything in this moment, we hand the breath back over to that intelligence called life. This intelligence knows how to breathe us. It's beating our hearts right now. For many people right now, and watching the satsang, it's also digesting our food, and none of these are within our conscious control. Taking the oxygen from the lungs to every single cell in the body, taking the nutriments, feeding every cell, dispensing the waste products. That's all being done with no conscious control by this energy, this intelligence that we call life. And this life doesn't end, this energy, this intelligence doesn't stop with the epidermis of the body. It extends out. If we could see, if we could open our awareness to a more broader spectrum of the light, we would see that our bodies don't end, but they continue out into the world of the energy, and we are one with the stars. The beautiful flows of energy, of intention, of consciousness, all in a dance of interrelatedness, interconnectedness. We're one beautiful community. While the mind sees us as separate, we connect with our hearts, we feel a greater sense of oneness. And in this oneness we find beauty, we find meaning, we find purpose, and we find love. while the mind, in its perception of separateness, worries. The heart, in its perception of oneness, knows nothing but gratitude. So in this moment, let us become aware of this heart in this beautiful field of interconnectedness and feel this gratitude. This gratitude for this satsang, this connection with each other. Gratitude for life as it is in this moment. For this technology which allows us to communicate in this way. For the chair that we're sitting in. For the fact that we have ears to hear. And as we feel this gratitude, so our heart opens even more. And we become a channel for life, to express itself more fully in this dimension. Creating a field of energy that goes out and uplifts those who may be feeling a little bit disconnected, may be feeling depressed or grief-stricken or anxious. As we open our heart, the very act of opening and allowing life to flow unimpeded through us is an act of healing for the greater community. And part of this shift that we're all going through is a shift away from that perception of separation into the world of the miraculous, where things just happen, seemingly without any action on our part, but being guided by a higher intelligence, with outcomes far exceeding those of the logical mind. Let's just use the power of visualization to see this beautiful planet that we live on, surrounded in a bubble of blue-white light, tinged with the vibration of gold. And know that we are guided and we are protected as a species and also as an individual within the collective. And we are so blessed to be on this beautiful planet at this time of transformation. We are one of the lucky ones that managed to get in here at this time. Yes, there may be challenges, but these challenges are not there to punish us, but to help us evolve into something more magnificent, more beautiful, more loving. Honoring this openness and this beauty and this peace, we take a very deep breath in and a long surrendering breath out. And gently, when you're ready, you may open your eyes. And to see how you feel in this moment. Let us know how you feel. The secret of creation is always in the feeling. How do you feel right now?
Thank you.
Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Good.
Thanks everyone for being here tonight.
Gratitude.
It's a beautiful evening.
Yeah.
It's a new moon today. So in South Africa here, it's new moon. It was new moon this morning. So it's a very fertile time still. Because new moons are when? What do we do with new moons?
We sow seeds.
We plant seeds.
Plant
We
seeds.
set new intentions.
And we're living on a farm in a community, so now's a good time tomorrow to get out and plant seeds.
Yeah.
Good.
So any time from now, for the next couple of days, it's lovely and fertile because the moon's now waxing. It's growing.
We dropped signal there for a moment there. Apologies about that. One of those things. As I said earlier, we live on a farm and we don't have cable here. We don't have fiber here. So we are a little bit reliant on airwaves for our signal. So I must have dropped there. Apologies. Right. So what I was saying before we cut out there was just the shift that we're going through at the moment is a shift primary in energy, we know that, but more importantly in perception. And part of the perception of the old world that we've been brought up in is the perception that we are a function of external situations, events, people. And part of this shift that we're going through now is to take back our power of creation from that perception of being subject to the world of physical form. And it's the realization that our intention that we set here is a very powerful force in the universe which sets up ripples which physically creates the external environment that we find ourselves in. And we discussed it in previous videos, how the world of money and power is very much a world of manipulating perception. And so the media will get you to direct your perception and your energy and your focus in a certain direction. And this shift is really to take back the power of choice. And we start to choose where we put our attention, where we put our focus. And part of this is to set intentions that are not necessarily determined by our history, by our past, by our education, by our socialization, etc., but to start to have intentions that are more heart-centered, more authentic, coming from who and what we really are, and to use the power of intention within us to project that energy into the cosmos. And that's the power that we have at the moment. The old world was very much about separation. It was very much about fear, that false evidence appearing real. Where the new world, where we start to create from the heart, is based in love. And love is a sense of connection, a sense of oneness. So where the mind in the old world may have been drawn to set intentions that benefit the individual, in the new world, whereas we start to focus on intentions from the heart, we start to have the intention of what is good for the whole, what is good for the community, what is good for all of life, not just this life form, but all of life. So that's the important thing to realize. First of all, the power of setting intentions and having intentions and focus, but secondly, to make that intention rather inclusive than exclusive, and focusing on the power of love rather than creating from the energy of separation, which is fear.
And it's also about setting, living with intention. So living intentionally. So, if we get up in the morning and we live with the intention, and we set the intention of being at peace, or to set the intention to be kind, then we've actually got a focus. That's kind of what the Sagittarian thing is. It's a focus. It's an arrow. We're like putting a vibrational arrow into the cosmos, into the universe, into the field, and we're saying, okay, I'm focusing on this. And sometimes we'll actually get challenges to challenge that. So if we set up an intention for, let's just say, to have a peaceful day, we might have conflict, because it's like the universe's way of kind of working with us and saying, okay, let's see. So, but that intention actually sets the scene for everything. So every day, every minute of every day, we are actually setting intentions without even knowing it consciously. So as soon as we start to become more conscious of, I'm going into this meeting, what is my intention? I'm meeting this person for tea, what is my intention? I'm making food, what is my intention? And it's not about an outcome, it's intentionally and attentionally doing it. So how what are we giving attention to? What are we giving our focus to? at any one moment. Because a lot of our time, we're not conscious of where the mind is going. And our focus is actually on the negative, on what that people might think of me, what people might be saying about me, what I might be saying about myself, as opposed to just focusing in on a very clear. It's sort of almost like honing the energy in, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's like putting it in and saying, I'm focusing it. Yeah. I'm intentionally.
I'm the creator.
I'm the creator. I'm intentionally focusing my energy. And that's powerful.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
And what you said there was really important, because for most people coming out of the old world, intention is very much about time. It's very much about future. It's about creating a future. Whereas we start to create from our heart, it's not so much about time anymore. It's not so much about future anymore. In fact, it's all about presence. So let's say, for example, you would like to feel peaceful and you would like to feel free. So what the mind would do is would say, what sort of circumstances do I need to feel free and to feel peaceful? So, well, it's December now, and many people, particularly in the southern hemisphere, are looking forward to maybe a break, and in the southern hemisphere it's summer, so we're looking for maybe a summer holiday. And so we would say, well, if I want to feel free, I want to feel peaceful, then it's got to be maybe a holiday by the sea. And so we start having intention to have a holiday, maybe in a beach cottage. Now that's the mind. That's the mind. But what we're talking about, this new shift, that we're talking about, a shift from the head into the heart, is, well, I want to feel free and peaceful. So my intention right now in this moment is to set up the vibration within me of peace and freedom. Not to manipulate external circumstances to bring that to me, which is what the mind does, but to actually be the creator of that feeling here and now. Not to wait until you've created certain circumstances in some future time so that you can feel peace and freedom, but to feel it right here in this moment. So what you are saying there is every day is an act of creation. We've been given a new canvas to paint something unique in. And the intention is, what is the overall theme for this new creation today going to be? And if it is peace and if it is freedom, then that is what we hold in our heart during the day. And as Michelle said, that you may well find that the universe comes along and says, if you want peace and freedom, we're going to give you a little bit of restriction, circumstances on the outside that's going to rob you of your peace. And then you remember, I'm the creator of my internal environment, and my internal environment feeds and creates my external environment. So even though there's an obstacle on my path, I'm going to choose peace and freedom in this moment. I'm going to choose to create that vibration within me, because that's the power we have. We're taking back our power, remember, from the world of situations and circumstances, events and people, and we becoming the conscious creator. That's the intention, moment to moment to moment, to realize that your intention is your power. It's your portal into creating what it is you really, really want.
Yeah, that's beautiful what you said there as well. And it's what the circumstances are doing is the circumstances are teaching us the very thing that we wanting to feel. So I want to achieve, or I intend to feel peaceful, let's just say, today. And the universe provides you some kind of conflict or some kind of challenge. It's that very conflict or that very challenge that is actually going to help you to find peace in a situation that might not be peaceful. That's how you learn. So that's kind of the energy of this month, is seeing it from a different perspective. So instead of seeing it as, this shouldn't happen, this person shouldn't have done this, this is a tricky situation, this is a difficult situation, if we can, especially this month, just step back and raise our consciousness and say, okay, if I were to see this from a higher perspective, which is what Jupiter asks us, which is what Sagittarius asks, if I were to see this from a higher perspective, what might I be learning from this person standing in front of me in this way? What might I be learning from this challenge that I've got? How might I be growing is another really beautiful question to ask, because it's teaching us. And then to actually say, okay, where am I focusing? Because what you were saying there as well is, very often we say, especially with sort of New Year's resolutions or vision boards or things like that, I want to lose weight, or I want to have a beautiful home. And then that's the intention, that's the vision, that's the goal. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's lovely. But to actually take it to a higher level and a more meaningful and actually a more helpful level is to actually say, well, if I were to lose weight in that example, how would I feel? Or if I were to get this beautiful home that I've always wanted, how would I feel if I were to walk into this home? And that's actually what you're intending. You're not intending, it's got less to do with the losing weight or the home than it has to do with the feeling that you will feel when that happens. And so you turn it around and you start to actually make that the most important thing. So if a home, for example, would help you to feel sort of safe within yourself and calm and peaceful, then that's the intention, is the calm and the peaceful. If losing weight might make you feel that you're valuable, and that you love yourself more, then that's the starting point, as opposed to the end point. Otherwise, we're constantly reaching for something else that's going to make us feel good, and then we get that, and then we don't feel good for very long, because then there's another thing, because the bottom of it, the core, doesn't feel good, doesn't feel safe, doesn't feel loved.
And it's looking for external.
And is looking for something else to make me feel loved or valuable or safe.
Yeah.
So it's just to actually look at your goals, because a lot of people start talking about, next year and what I've done this year. So just as we start wrapping up the year, it's to really look at, how do you want to feel in the new year? And not the new year, tomorrow, today, right now.
Yeah.
That's a really big intention, because you're setting that as an intention, and you're actually putting that into the field.
So the first part of this process is to spend a moment or two right now and ask yourself, what is it you really, really, really want? There are three reallys there. The first really is what your ego wants, what your mind wants, and it's generally to do with the world of things, situations and circumstances and people. And that's not so important right now. The second really is what you've been programmed by your socialization, your education, your upbringing to think you ought to have in this world. And that's also not so important. But the third really is the important one. What is it your heart wants? So if you just spend a moment or two, what does my heart really want? What is it at the end of all of my seeking, all of my doing, all of my achieving? What is it I want to feel? So in a moment, identifying that. And then let that be your intention, and let that be amplified by this energy of the new moon. Right now, tonight, this evening. Let that feeling, that ultimate destination of yours, be amplified by this energy that we're experiencing at the moment. Let that be your intention. And then during the day, tomorrow and the day after, you just remind yourself in the morning, first thing in the morning, yes, I remember now, that's what I really, really, really want. And make that your highest priority in the day, to experience that feeling, for that feeling to be manifested through you into this planet. Because if you're really focused on what the heart wants, that's something that will benefit all of those around you. It won't be a self-centered one, but it'll be something that benefits mankind as a collective. And that's the work that we're doing at the moment. That's the shift. Remember, the old world was based on separation, me and mine, and what I can get and what I can do, to the new world where it's about a collective. It's about what can we bring collectively to the benefit of all of mankind, all of life, not only mankind, but all the other species that life manifests through at this time. So let your intentions come from the heart rather than from the needy mind, because the mind is always needing, it's always feeling less than, where the heart is an expansive energy, beautiful energy.
We had this lovely discussion yesterday at the market with a few of us talking about energy and how potent it is when you have an intention. So one of our friends had heard an explosion on a walk, and she just instantly went into that state. She knew that there'd been an accident. It was a truck that exploded or something. And she immediately just went into that state of just sending light, sending love, sending to that, whatever it was. You don't have to be there. You don't have to consciously, physically do anything, because that intention, that the energy of the intention is enough to actually help and assist in whatever situation it is. And that's what we are learning now. We're learning that we're much more than the physical. The physical is wonderful, but it's not who we are, and it's not the whole picture. And so when we say we're sending light, or we're radiating love to somebody, we are.
Yeah, and we're doing the most important thing we
That's it.
can do, is to realize that energy is more important than physical stuff, physical situations and products. It's energy, and that is what the new world is based on. From the yugas, the cycles, the big cycles of time pointed out by the Vedics many years ago, thousands of years ago. We've gone through what's called the Kali Yuga, which is the Iron Age. It's the heaviness, it's about physical matter. And now we're shifting into the Dwapara, which is the age of energy. And we start to realize how important energy is. And so, for example, in marketing and energy and sales, they know that if you can get someone's attention focused in a certain direction, you can control what they do. And so that is being put forward by the media, mainstream and also alternative at the moment, always getting you to walk in a certain direction using your perception. And so this time that we're going through is to come back to intuition, coming back to the heart space. What does my heart really want in this moment? What does it want for all of mankind in this moment? And words might come to you like joy, for example, or compassion, or peace. And let that be our intention for this moment, for this interaction that we're having right now. Let joy or peace or love be our intention in this particular interaction. Not getting our needs met, which is what the mind always wants, but realizing that our needs are already being met by life. And as a creator, as an aspect of life, we can create something truly beautiful as we collectively start to realize this true authentic power that we have within us. And just coming back to the new moon, this is a powerful day right now to actually start to use this power of intention to create something more beautiful than we have in the past with our fear-based mind.
It really is a powerful day. I mean, if you missed it at the beginning, it's very powerful, because the energy is all about intention and higher perspectives. And so it's just to really pay attention as to what intentions we are actually setting, because we don't realize that we're setting intentions all the time by the choices that we make, by the way we speak to ourselves, by the way we speak to other people, by the way we treat our bodies. We're setting intentions, we're creating our future every moment. So it's just to be more cognizant of it, more aware of it. Where have my thoughts gone? Oh, they've gone haywire. They've gone back into the past. Okay, come back. Let's focus on this person, this beautiful person sitting in front of me, or this incredible view, or this beautiful thing that I'm doing, this cup of tea that I'm making. Where's our focus? Where's our attention? Where's our intention? And if we can actually plant seeds, as John said, for heart-based intentions, that's where things start to change. It starts with each of us in every moment. And it's not that we have to go and do something huge and become superstars. You don't have to do that. You can literally sit quietly. If somebody you know is suffering, or in any way suffering mentally, emotionally, physically, and bring them into your awareness, bring them into your heart, and shine love. That's all. You're not trying to fix, you're not trying to change it. You're just bringing the vibration of love into that human, into that animal, whoever it is, whatever it is, that situation. Maybe it's just a situation where people are not getting along, or there's some friction. just imagine that situation. That's our power.
Feel the energy.
Feel it.
Feel
And
the
then you
energy.
transmute it as you actually bring it into your
Yeah.
awareness. We have the potential to transmute that energy.
Yeah. As Mahatma
Very
Gandhi
powerful.
said, you have to be the change you want to see in the world. So what is the world that you want to see in the future? It's a world surely that is more heart-centered. And the feelings we want to experience are coming from the heart, not so much from the survival, the fight or flight emotions, but these beautiful feelings that come from transcendent awareness, from your true authentic being. So let us be the change we want to see in the world, and let the focus of intention help guide us there.
I think another just one last thing is another way that we can see it is in any one moment. Can I expand more? Can I open more, as opposed to closing and making myself smaller? So can I imagine that I have this incredibly powerful energy, and can I expand it? Can I just allow it to expand and ripple out? It's a lovely feeling when you actually do that, because you're opening as opposed to closing. So am I opening in this situation, which means I'm resisting, or am I closing, or am I opening and saying, yes, I'm allowing it, free flow of energy to move through me to you and come back. And the mind will often say, no, don't do that, because that person, but just let it go. Let go of the judgments of how other people should be, and just come from that place of, people are battling right now. A lot of people are at huge transition points. They're struggling in many, many different ways, because a lot of stuff's coming up to the surface for a lot of people. So if you know of anybody that is suffering or battling in any way, just know that you can be part of their healing, their process. Just, you're not interfering in it. All you're doing is just engaging in a way that you're bringing them into your heart and holding them in a place of love.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
Literally heals.
And that's a powerful intention to hold now.
Yeah.
I intend to open rather than close. The old egoic mind of mine was all about protection, where I'm going to intend that in each and every situation I open more, which means that I open my heart, because surely that's what it means. So I open to love, I open to joy, I open to creativity, whatever it is, but I open more. So in each and every moment, I intend to open more.
Or even to this person that I may have closed towards. Is it possible that I can just open to this person?
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
And the mind will say, no, you can't, because he or she did that.
Yeah.
No, but could I just open and just let it go?
Yes, so we're going to select a...
cards.
Okay, all right, we select a affirmation card from the pack. Let's just see what we get. Well, I'm going to get the green one. That's lovely. That's beautiful.
Ooh, I've dropped them.
And this helps focus our attention and awareness for the coming days ahead. And Michelle's going to incorporate this in the meditation, and then I'll pop it up on the Facebook page as well afterwards, so you can keep it with you, maybe copy it out, and let it be your guide for the energies of this new moon.
And just before we go into it, just if you didn't hear us at the beginning, our Inner Space community, we're focusing on wisdom this month, as well as we're doing a review of the last year. So it's actually going to be lovely, because it's a very powerful process to go through and just see, because we've got Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde, that's what Mercury retrograde does. So you go back and see what happened, so that you can learn from it and grow from it and expand from it.
And create more wisdom.
And create more wisdom.
Yeah. So it's in the space community, which you can access by going to journeysofawakening.com and joining for the month if you wish.
Okay, let's just check in, check out. All right, let's just settle in. Take a small breath in and a long breath out. So let's start with the out breath. So take a little bit of a breath in, just so you've got enough breath, but focus on the out breath and blow that breath out slowly, 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 slowly. Breathe in through your nose, and then breathe out through your nose. Longer, slower. So focusing all your attention on the nostrils and the air coming in and the air going out. And with each out breath, you're just opening and softening more. You might put your shoulders back just a little bit so that you can open your heart. This whole area is open. Open your hands if they're closed. Soften your body with each out breath. Allow yourself to just sink further into this place, this time, this moment. There's nothing else to do. There's nowhere else to go. It's just us, sitting in a circle, breathing, relaxing, allowing, fully accepting whatever is right now. Just imagine some beautiful healing light coming in through the top of your head. You can choose the color that inspires you. Maybe it's multicolored light. Allow this light to pour in through the top of your head, filling up your head as it moves around in sort of a spiral of light. As it moves around your head, allow it to clear any blocks, any pain, any tightness or any discomfort in your head, in your eyebrows, in your eyes. Allow this beautiful healing light to move through those eyes. Allow this light to take the frown away from your forehead, to relax your jaw, your whole scalp, your whole head. Now to spiral gently down through your neck, opening up your throat, connecting with your thyroid, moving down into your shoulders, allowing your shoulders to drop, to relax. And down all the way down through your arms into your hands. And feel the energy in your hands as we just pause there for a moment. Full focus and attention on your hands, intending to feel the energy in your hands. You might feel that you can feel a little bit of a tingle, a little bit of a warmth. Now send this energy down through your whole torso in front, into all of the organs, all the tissues, all the bones, and then all the way down your spine, spiral it around your spinal cord, into all the muscles in your back, down into your pelvic area, down into your thighs, circle it around your knees, down into your shins, into your ankles, into your feet, and down into the earth beneath you, like roots of light moving in through the earth and connecting all of us like a beautiful, beautiful light root system. And just knowing that we are channels for this beautiful light. Now breathing in and taking your attention to your heart center. And right in the middle of the heart, visualize a beautiful rose. This rose could be any color that comes to you. And right in the center of that rose is a beautiful spark of light. Into the spark of light, breathe an intention of how you would like to feel in this next cycle. Imagine blowing that into the light so that it starts to get a little brighter. And it starts to expand and help that rose to blossom and bloom and to grow. So it fills your heart. And the light radiates out from your heart. Now that the radiating light is beautifully moving through you, bring somebody into your awareness who you feel you'd like to make peace with, or you might feel that they need some light, some love. Just bring them right in there with you. And just send them this light. Now bring it back into the light, into the center of your rose, into the center of this beautiful light. Just once more, blow this intention into the center. And just feel the gratitude in your heart for this moment. Allow your heart to expand. Allow your being, your energy to expand and open. Now, affirmation for the week. Beautiful affirmation. I am guarded and protected at all times. All my needs are met easily and effortlessly by life in each moment now. Repeat it once more. I am guarded and protected at all times. All my needs are met easily and effortlessly by life in each moment now. And bring your focus back to your breath. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And now grab your hands together. Thank you, everybody.
That was lovely. Thank you. Beautiful. Keep that image with you as you set your intention for this new moon. Thank you for being with us tonight. We look forward to catching up with you in 2 weeks' time. Those on In the Space will see you on Tuesday night.
Thanks, everyone.
Lots of love. Take care.